Bono East.
Na Enra and Abu Bonashase. Before then, I don't choose with this very time, say Bono East. Time we never about this talk.
Where they are now a schedule now, yeah. Because Bono is one of a very important region am I MPP. So yeah, schedule no. If I not say Yamba at this time. But a better somebody yeah.
Okay. Now, over I probably to say, what you see, baby, out to see, shall say,
regional chairman Toma, any regional minister, any executives, my organization, so you start and you call Senate East, because KKG. Yabo pro Ekoye Misanko Sene West Mayo Kwame Danso and so Kwame Danso who him say Sa Kwine a table boat Kwame Danso Kwine share boss say a Sa Kwine and Rami who say Captain Okusu today Kwine so Meniji who said na Kwine no aircon you call a table, a maintain constituency. Now you call ye HMBD or a table book. Now you call a maintain traditional council. So you go chair. So another a coye, yeah,
I don't say no coye. I say what I analogy be do about our bear or a was a baby man. But Bass open a fufra, as I say no better or better will be or call from one from what to say. Man,
I say, and no analogy, no, buy a washer and come only I want Chira, a war, look on the dada no horn, say on Peso Cohobi. So, and no, Omochira say, Omon, Zan Omochi, and call Omoku dada no horn, Omoba, Ama, MPP. Woman say, Senate East, Senate West, say, voting MPP. So your country almost say 24 years, Sisa na MPP, because a Juma, to Juma MPP, that way, first gear, voting my and the best 2 second gear, second term, Nakano, so I couldn't.
Mampadia Bediatri, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Bawumia no penny and American Common. Now, Dr. Bawumia, your body dear, the tattoo, I named so vice president, no, near the economics above a tattoo. The blue was been so economic messiah. Bank of Ghana or Koya, we had to money. And I pay when I'm said that printers are the
oh, so
from 2008, 2009, and they buy basis. But before you buy economy now, financial cleanup because of financial sector cleanup. Now, I don't pay. They said that true with me. I don't have money, Mahama. I said 9 billion could have saved Ghana. Yeah, yes, sir. You had 22 billion rather. I better.
So, now, Uncle, I bet me say Ghana. I don't know 1 year. Nepresso.
Yeah.
Send person a problems in us, shall see. Again, ubet me I say, President Mahama Presso, Mika say, we are here about 8 banks be collapse. 2015, Namaka assassin. Because if you data no more, that's our nature. Say, na banks no more very weak state, no more be collapse. Mika, almost see a trap. I'm taking it serious. 82 microfinancial institutions collapsing under John Mahama. 82, including DK. I didn't think I want to. Just 82, no. Now, me sure says I do 9 billion. And yes, sir. I didn't think I want to rescue 1 tier depositors. Oh, so yeah, buy na bank see. Collapse collapse the whole banking system. Because 21 billion, it is the cost for 44.6 million depositors. Almost can a amount. So the 9 billion, I will bet you make 21 billion. To me, the depositors are 4.6 million. Almost deposits here 21 billion. So between Musika, or the 9 billion qua any you saw the 21 billion to your Musika. Entina the 21 billion. You are rescuing 4.6 million depositors, including DKM. You are 12 million and Sika.
Okay. Sikasema fana ebeba ehodi eno na men's goals kan we se man tumi ya mobile gra mo hwe men's goals men drag out to
men's goals say any licensed financial institution. You're talking about licensed financial institutions, but oko ye 419 institution now the bar say we there he said Bank of Ghana a warning nipa p say my am fair second to men's goal because we are licensed financial institution. So, sir, institution, no one taxpayers, Musika, and Timintia institution, among your licensed financial institution.
Okay. And a bank it out a Radio Link, so name Union more Classic FM, Link FM, Gaski FM, Master FM, KFM, Ajinkwa, and Kranza, so Dero FM, Chai FM, Atibu Star FM, True Eastern, so Jima FM, and I fake in Tampo, Adas FM, Kintampo Radio. And Kitodi Ekosumina was also a friend live. Now, and Kitodi Ekosum, Bia and Simbisano, a Bioha, Mespe, no Pamba could be because a bay made that problem. But my every way so. Bono is reading. Adeba whereby DK Wakasude, and then you DK one. God is love, just a move to Swan. Doesn't mean says I for Omono, I buy
any Obia Bank of Ghana alliances. Obligation. So, but we are institutional only license to operate. Such institutions, there is no obligation on the Bank of Ghana. Say, but once you are a licensed financial institution, you say, government unlicensed financial institutions. You say every licensed financial institution you see first before consider anything outside of that. But it will be difficult.
Enough.
It will be difficult. But every Jama Bank of Ghana said they almost to be fair. So because Nippers P almost see so after we are dealing with the license, all the licensed depositors of Bank of Ghana.
Okay. Skasemuano at the point before now you take inflation near $10 CD rate near the now the nimpa say dollar rate no baby and it na NDC time e be Dr. Bawumia mo be so aban either say paper form and I think it be na wa. But at the point here, for now, I think there's a 5.40 or 5.6, 5.7 meg as a Dr. Bawumia to me and she didn't say they were kind.
Oh, yeah,
and I did not happen.
The city no government have promoted. So, said that they depreciation. This government, Nana Kufuor the government. The government city depreciation in the Fourth Republic for any first term government is the lowest.
First term government.
Any first term. 93 to 96. Depreciation 27%. 97 to 2000, 25%. 2001 to 2004, 11%. 2005 to 2008, 6.7%. Second term. 2009 to 2012, 10%. 2013 to 2016, your mama brand, so 18%. Right now, Wapa, Nana Kufuor, Nebres, 2017 to 2020. So far, it is about 7%. Right? So the first term of any government, the lowest in Ghana. And from 92, we are the second lowest. But for any election year, this year, Sidino is one of the best performing currencies against in the US dollar in the world. 2% depreciation for 2020 election year. What will be that? It's very, very remarkable. And me bought Bank of Ghana, so Omobaso Basopa, Ministry of Finance, because basically you're stopping depreciation, no, you're slowing it down because depreciation they won't even stop you because you're operating fixed exchange rate. So depreciation be appreciation so be but won't mean holding it fixed because yet to say Cote d'Ivoire and Togo fixed exchange rate system. Yeah, flexible exchange rate system. So inflation equal depreciation super equal. But when we say the inflation no up from around 15%, no, and then it's around 10 point something %. So kakra we are the fundamentals no
yeah, but the okay fixing that make kind article ben run a go to whereby we used to fix and floating. Ghana for now, you used to fix or floating.
Floating, yeah, called flexible exchange. Yes, floating.
Yes.
Because floating interest it will be called sorrow night to be back for. Engineer
okay.
So we see arresting the city.
Yeah.
You are only slowing down the depreciation or the appreciation. And yes, we have massive no I can have so and yes, our exchange rate
okay. Now, yana nanam do betia se pa ne say yes for time. Now dollar to CD ebia 1 CD 20 pesos and now 1 CD. Now NDC call yes a dollar no 1 CD once a CD 4 CDs to a dollar. See I can say more than 4 CDs. The abrowani tia no that Bawumia do ba na ko ade no baby I want to be na kwa
then I make us flex and floating.
Yeah.
NDC buy about 1.18 to the dollar.
Yeah.
CDs. Almost 4.2 to the dollar.
Yeah.
Almost quadruple. Fourfold increase.
Yes.
Exchange rate. So Anka MPP so yes a fourfold increase in exchange rate.
Maybe I
call 16 from 4 year 4. Now over Ebeko could see 16. Okay. Yes, sir. So yeah, dear. So far is 5.7 that range. So it's quite good because the trajectory of depreciation are coffee.
Okay. Right.
So
CD no yentimi nya hwe mani nya ho den a katako.
Well,
you betimi afa na $1 to CD.
Well, basically, what we say at the end of the day, your management of the economy and your productive capacity, at the end, as government, meaning now, one CD no anya.
Okay.
First, before you cranium young Eduan and then we are producing more agricultural production. You are exporting more. You are exporting more foreign exchange. And yes, sir, you are 1D, 1F. You are building productive capacity. So, near me, you bet me a year Ghana. Tomato paste, you know, processed foods, crab, foreign exchange, automotive industry, the cars, Abaha Air Assembly, imported cars, no, as much as before, Ghana, trade duty in near car. So all of these demand for imported goods coming down now. Supply of exported goods so the cost meaning now economy anya hondina city so aya entina ye call sapa
I can't dollar city but your neighboring countries need safer also
well safer almost say operate fixed exchange rate regime so rate system no a bit different to yeah system yeah floating fixed so to me economics mo you kind of say need independent monetary policy because they are so to me increasing money supply and as a change the monetary policy to impact on the exchange rate, or fixed.
Okay.
So sanity.
Financial cleanup no ma enkrofo lusu eduma ba. Sane bi ne muka. Actually yet say 100,000, we see 1 million. Any other.
The now 10,000 jobs now online from all the financial institutions are now.
Okay.
Now if you saw anka ya financial cleanup no anka omunyina be kofi. And even more because anka more banks collapse here because they also uko bank na uko yisika na ya kanjira also unya usika unya sika bi ma ode be ko bank umfan ko bank.
Okay.
So who said 82 financial institutions are collapsing under NDC. So nyina ko fie jobs ni nyina ya save back ya rescue any financial institutions. Nyina ko fie but financial rescue package ya they buy clean up. Instead of 10,000 jobs say ko fie you are saving 7,000 of those 10,000 jobs. Anka ya 10,000 more than that because other institutions by affected. So even though some cost by in terms of job losses, the saving financial system, anka 4.6 million people lose deposits. Imagine Ghana has said in Obia 4.6 million people. Deposits 21 billion. Anka said we a serious crisis na Ghana. So you are saving serious crisis, serious financial crisis. So we signed in and we've saved about 7,000 jobs out of the 10,000.
Right. And pay baby our Uchibia and His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia and Equipment Como Ghana Mampany Abedi Chino na Bro East read not tono a home comocacra and a privilege near and Equipment Comocacra and a time susapa. But you have funny things so. Now you can be inflated projects and I said the cost are project to be a snowboarding. Abay by Namo camp, the mama time no, not project snowboarding. Or no one tobacco say, we say Dana or catch the Ghana force so I because civil engineers no more or one that's what he say. What by is half 1 hour a year, Duma. Say, Obia be no inflated predator. I don't know, I'm writing this up for you.
Well, really, with me, I agree at infinity. But my one project, yes, so that we will example about inflated projects. Mobile money interoperability. Bye. NDC former contract say year mobile money interoperability under NDC government. Nebo on year $1.2 billion. So $1.2 billion. Bye. If is our contract, Bank of Ghana say it doesn't make sense. Omo cancel is our contract. Omo cancel is our contract because now it doesn't make sense. Mobile money interoperability, and we are the first country in Africa. Mobile money interoperability. Which means you have interoperability between mobile money wallet, any bank account. The first country, major reform. One of the best reforms are Nana Akufo-Addo since we came into office. Mobile money interoperability. Now NDC per se for $1.2 billion. Some awarding contract. You buy a cancel contract. Yes, some mobile money interoperability for $4.5 million US. Not 1.2 billion and do 10 million. And that is a major overinflation of a contract. And yes, sir. Or dear person will $1.2 billion. Mid me for $4.5 million.
And no billion.
And do 10 million and do 100 million. And I could do 200. Make us say $4.5 million compared to $1.2 billion contract. So we a major example. We are called Srim, now you Sada. Now almost say yes Sada project. Confirmed project. $100 million. My court Srim Nami Bisa every one of the 5 regions. Say, me one project, just back up. Almost $100 million a year. Back up, just a project. You say, you see toilet, and I say, you see school, and I say, me back up. 5 regions, $100 million. One project. Almost confirm. Now, I confirm also 2 or Burkina. So we problems are not so we talking about the projects. Examples no.
But example on one personally, my interchange is 5 out in Kabumuna. Also said that because we in different group of work, I also say interchange also Tamala. What they put to Medina the other one, and I what share that I am.
Well, engineers know. We share lengths of all the projects and the width of all the projects. We share 1 interchange compared to 4 interchanges. One was a problem. So, obit me but yes, it's not just that. One say a pattern beyond interchanges. Share mobile money interoperability, share SATA and other projects are a cost. Now, Jawusu, one will say, ye buy ye the new chef for be by say $1 million one constituency. You know, so your projects no are MPP district be any one the MPP project. The whole of Ghana, 260 districts. Well, so far in just under 4 years, we are here about 18,900 projects. You complete about 10,000 of those projects. About 8,000 are ongoing, and more are yet to be captured. Boom. So when we say young projects, no, they are very inclusive across the whole of the country.
I don't think we have for debate on projects. Said
debate no dey say at a form, agrono form. Omonko constituency, onko nan constituency, Bole constituency. Onko debate no is taking place.
But one that is dam one village one dam.
Yeah, 10.
Lady no, was in 6 bit man.
So they own
I'm quoting him.
Oh, Mr. It means say when one constituency, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation we a documentary on one village, one dam, Bole constituency, Nanipano, or Mold Dag Nana Fuado Asipa. So on Uncle Chin constituency, now dams, we are 10, a poor equia for pa, a poor Nipa pa or more constituencies. We are over 430 of those dams. And the irrigable capacity, over 12,000 hectares. So a boy equia for pa was 1 village, 1 dam. But on taking the time, no on share.
His Excellency, and I know penetration come. Mampenya Bedi Vice President Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. Na Zungu, a baby backwa, a whole community, a be a banana Cassiania, a bay either a city or something else. And she say, I want my work for the Zungus, a dim, amateur.
Oh, yes.
What you plan?
Yes, yeah, but yeah, share. Who says Zungus? Amudoso Wagan 1,080. Uka Omoboma, a Bimu chain rich population. But if you say the entire budget in Shishabia Niwa, yes, it's our instrument, ye debate Zungu. And in B since independence. So Yeba Baimo, Nana Kufuado, or ye ministry for Zongo and inner city development. First time in our history. Now all the Zongo development fund so Beshe Danichi. Now so to say you know Zongo is in the mainstream. And yet your friend of fees a bit the line. Yes, Omu Stre na ye into Gima was Zongo. Emotion mainstream part of the government machinery. Budget, every budget. Zongo Ministry so Zongo Development Fund so education. They say, oh, him punto, Juma, Omoya, many zongos who say, yeah, more providing so classroom blocks, drainage, astroturfs, the scholarships. This year, the 40 students from Zongo communities, no more call Cuba to study medicine. 40. So, scholarships, other scholarships, so Mpuntu Juma Zongo. First time in our history, like Zongo, so a war. And I boy a budget. So many ajipa, you're starting, but you're starting, and a bean seed for Ghana, but Nana Kufuado Presso, MPP Presso, now we only say, Yoso, almost not in this for Taka, say, yeah, MPP for Yempezongo. Now, Omona, almost Pezongo for, but the Ebisa almost said, Dear Ben Krana, Omo ye man zongo for. Most omo pe omo na de be nkura omo nchire de kura omo ye mazongo fo omo ntimi nchire na hemo ne sikiri nkwa na omo di ko yan so ye mpesa na akufo ado akase ye beto aso ye be see model school and mazongo communities in every region. Model senior high school. For Zungu communities in every region. 16 model senior high schools. And you're more children, model senior high school.
Much as I'm okay. We are Alhaji. Senkebia, and politics, every crime by now, we are credible in Muslim. Yeah, in fact, the Bian 20. Much in here for Zungu community.
The balance of priorities. Share priorities. And yet, much in a war, and yet much in a do because you immediately. So, who share a dear obey a boison for much in your priority, and Tina Ashanti Rina Chief Imam can the same thing. Almost said, only a Ashanti Regional Chief Imam. Or say, and yet much the Pesay and Kodano Moko school. And your motor, so we was cannot the year a dear was on for, and yet motor in all the Becosi school. Now, you know, first.
And then what's
Omuhia school,
but school as about former president, free senior high by a tree would be outside of it, the implementation. But this time round, not winning crowd, is kind of dorsal. By the private schools, ever be kahon. What's what is as
that is as now, wait there, it goes. Wait there, mintias. Oh, now, ye de free SHC by Jomama country say, wait there, 419. As he ain't to me, Nisicano only say about 2.2 billion Ghana cedis. Now, Omodia teacher training allowance and poor. 70 million omuntimintia. So almost say yentimin because 70 million omuntimintia na. A bed then I bit to me 2.2 billion. And in Tina Kufuadoka say the competent management of the economy. A bema economy no APA, Nasikana so APA, a free SHS. So then a dear OCA 419, a hoax, a big collapse. San Oka, free SHS will collapse. Our education
at a point, even parents will lose interest in it.
Exactly. So, the collapse education system. That way, we say, we extend the private schools, private institutions. Now, private institutions is, you know, at the end of the day, are you taking them over? Because they rely on fees to pay teachers. So, we have free SHS. What is the implication? See, I don't really understand Nadia, but he doesn't believe. Believe in free SHS.
I'm so we did by double track.
No. But double track, no. One alternative.
Sir, within a year,
one. But say a dine in a year, almost 30 e-blocks. Sign almost see, almost see. Say,
almost 41.
No, almost see 23. Out of the 200, I almost say obese. Yen buy I see 27. Account. Almost see 23. Yen buy I see 27. E-blocks no. So yen this said Juma on the free SHS and the senior high schools infrastructure. It's over 1,000 infrastructure in senior high schools. You know, so yes, I think 29, 27, yeah, 27.
Okay.
Almost 23.
Yeah. Adeba Koswa, former president, saw what hold more responsible. What you want?
Oh yes, Martina.
Yes, some more Bobosian too. Dr. Bawumia here. Say economic management team no adano. Yes, the Sian Dawson as compared to Abaya Bakunina, Mobesian Dawson say come in the woman.
Yeah, so economics no as said here. Na omo board busiano, the rate of growth of our debt, now it was crazy. Oh, between 2008 and 2012, Ghana's debt soft go up by 267%.
About question, maybe a technical man, why more? You can't so simple say. Now by the Kenya 122 billion.
Sadly, no, and it's too simple. Because our relationships, economy, no, our relationships. So you relate, for example, a debt stock to your capacity to service the debt, or GDP, for example. So and the rate of growth of the debt stock, also our implications. By 2016, your debt stock now is 122 billion.
122 billion.
But because the impact of the rate of growth, we grew by 267% between 2008 and 2012, and 2012 and 2016, 243%. Then the implications of SAR growth, inflation, exchange rate depreciation, interest rate. Then in our say, so that was the rate of growth had implications. Under MPP, the rate of growth is about 76% compared to the 267% and 243%. We are talking about 76%. So Sano, it has less of an impact on the fundamentals than borrowing. Now, to say you same boat relative to the economy. So we had much better. And so today, and then at the cry, in fact, Obisa question.